Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Bahashim Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us is true. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. And shalom and salutations to the Aqua, listening and learning and being a pillar of rest. I'm the brother Yashawan, back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. I'm going to start right here, Jeremiah 51 and 46, and we're going to read it in the NLT. But do not panic. Don't be afraid when you hear the first rumor of approaching forces. For rumors will keep coming year by year. Violence will erupt in the land as the leaders fight against each other. Now, the specific battlefield or theater of war we're talking about, this goes back to at least 2014, right, in the Donbass. Okay, and I'm talking about battlefield Ukraine. All right, look at this. All right, so let's read it up here. Do not lose heart or be afraid when rumors are heard in the land. One rumor comes this year, another the next. Rumors of violence in the land and of ruler against ruler. In this case, Zelensky versus Putin, right? Or whatever. Whatever mishmash you want to put together. Anyway, rumors, right? Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. Yeah. So it could be said that this so-called war started back in 2014. It says, for rumors will keep coming year by year. What is today? All right. Anyway, let's watch this. 11 minutes ago, Military and Foreign Affairs Network with the voice of reason, Battlefield Ukraine. False narratives. Let's hear what this guy is going to say.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today I wanted to have a discussion about media coverage of the ongoing war between the Russian Federation and Ukraine. And specifically, we have a Newsweek. Obviously, Newsweek is a mainstream media outlet here in the United States. It is observed by many. Many would take what it says as holding a high degree of validity. Now, I want to read to you an article. And as I read to you this article, please just look at the picture displayed on your screen that you're looking at right now. This is Newsweek. This was released today. The counteroffensive began in early June. But so far, Ukraine doesn't appear to have committed tens of thousands of Western trained troops and NATO-made armor to the fight. Pentagon sources told the New York Times this week that Kiev is now sending those units into battle. The counteroffensive began early June, but so far Ukraine doesn't appear to have committed tens of thousands of Western trained troops and NATO-made armor. Well, what is this? What is this on the screen? We have Bradley fighting vehicles. We have Leopard 2 upgraded main battle tanks. This unit, this company-sized element that was engaged and destroyed during the initial stages of the June 4th offensive are littered on the battlefield. So how can we take mainstream media here in the United States with any truth? Western tanks, Western armored vehicles have not yet been committed. They have. And they're getting the crap knocked out of them. Why is that? Well, again, they moved those forces south without air cover, without an air force. These tanks, these armored vehicles, were then engaged by both Russian ground forces, and more specifically, Russian attack helicopters with long-range anti-tank guided weapon systems. So you can pull it up yourself. You can see what is reported. Then you can go and you can look at images such as this. This is real. This happened. This occurred. So you be the judge. Do your research. Analyze stories. And this just isn't for what we are seeing within the confines of the Russian-Ukrainian war. The mainstream media here in the United States lies. Or they conveniently mislead because of lack of information. Or they, the media, accepts a narrative that is false and then reports it. We observed this during the quote-unquote pandemic. We observed this with a certain discredited doctor who now may face charges by lying to Congress. And not just that, we've seen it in all aspects of life here in the United States, in other nation states as well. Be careful. Check. Use your brain. Have a good day.
Well, there it is. There's your update. It looks like somebody getting their ass kicked on the battlefield. Anyway, let's get one on the way out. Let's go to Joel. Because people are praying that this doesn't turn into World War III. All right, so yeah. Start at 9. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles or the nations. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, and let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Yeah. That's going on. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Well, can't exactly say you're strong if you don't know how to use these weapons of war. What weapons of war? That's a weapon of war. That's a weapon of war. Well, how did you make these weapons of war? Well, you took your gardening tools and you went to the smith. The smith. This one. What did he do? Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire like the blacksmith, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. NIV. See, it is I who created the blacksmith, who fans the coals into flame and forges a weapon fit for its work. In this case, upgraded tanks, weapons of war. All right, go back to Joel. Beat your plowshares and what do you mean beat your plowshares into swords? Going back to that blacksmith and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Well, you said you were strong for how long? Until you got blasted. What is this doing? What does this say? Does it say NATO is going to go home and say, okay, well, we lost Ukraine? No, it means they're going to up the ante. It means that this is what's coming next. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past. The second woe is referring to World War II. And behold, the third woe, can you guess what that is? Cometh quickly. What's the third woe? If the second woe is World War II, which has already happened, what could the third woe be? And for that matter, right? Woe, woe, woe. Is this 8? Where did I get it? Is it 8? It's 8. It's lucky. Revelation 8:13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, 1, 2, 3. To the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpets of the 3 angels which are yet to sound. World War 1, 2, and 3. Yeah? And this describes World War 1. Okay? John on the Isle of Patmos was given a vision, and he's telling you what he saw. He saw World War 1. After that, it says, one woe is past. That was World War 1. It had just passed up to this point. And behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. So at that point in the vision, only World War 1 had passed. And he said, 2 more are coming, right? And when we get up here, it says 2 is over. And where we're at right now, right, in real time, as I speak, this will lead to this. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified. You brothers and few sisters, shalom.